but
RAM, Stacy, RAM is very expensive.
Really?
Yes, it is.
This laptop came with 256 RAM, and it's years old. I can understand paying 80 for an extra amount of RAM.
No, it came with 256. I raised it to 512.
Right.
And I now want to raise it to 1.5, which is its maximum limit.
Right.
Which is a total pain in the butt, because I don't know where the other module is. You got to the one under the keyboard.
I don't know where the other one is.
Now, I wonder if you're just going to take the keyboard off. I wonder if you have to take all those back panels off. I don't know.
I don't think that you do.
How's that coming?
That's good. I'm just putting the panel back on. And so, remember how I don't actually know how many screws to use?
Yeah.
So I had screwed in part of the cover, and then I realized that 3 of the screws actually were supposed to go into this and the cover. So, yeah. I just had to unscrew them first.
I can't believe we're
It's like a
almost...
30-second setback.
I can't believe we're almost there, though.
Right? How many hours did it take us to get it apart?
I know.
5. There was some confusion, some faulty screws. There was also dinner and a snack break around 4. That was mostly so I didn't kill anything.
Yeah, because I could tell you were getting a little bit...
Yeah, I was getting a little bit off.
crazy.
Just a little bit. Was that another time when there was a faulty screw?
No, I think the one with the motherboard was worse. You were really scared.
I didn't want to do anything wrong.
You were very scared.
I was just not going to do anything. Okay, so now we've got the memory module back in place. You know what I like about the dog sleeping?
What?
I just popped my sneakers off and he's not trying to steal them. I really like the sleeping dog. The sleeping dog and I can be friends. Alright, so the memory module's in.
He's beautiful, though.
Now for the keyboard. He really is. I really like Catherine's dog. He greets me by trying to lick me and jump on me, which I don't appreciate. And then after that, after the first 10 minutes of me pretending not to like him, we get along really well.
He's very calm, very gentle.
Yeah, he's great. I like Catherine's dog. Bradley's a nice guy. Just after the first 10 minutes. So there's this ribbon for the keyboard.
Yes, and it's a pain in the butt.
Where does it go? Removing the keyboard. About installing the keyboard. Place down. Rest. Connect the keyboard cable. We're supposed to do this. Like this, and oh, there's the cable, right. It's long and thin, and you just kind of have to press it. It's really irritating because there's this plastic thing in your way, and also screws at your elbow.
Why is there another bowl of screws there?
There's 3 bowls of screws. I emptied one of them, putting the CPU back in place.
Right, but I wonder how many more screws we have.
A lot.
Or how many we're missing.
I don't know.
But I wonder, honestly, if we should, attempt turning it on before we put all these panels back in place, because then we'll know if it works. Or do you want to brave the
I'd
storm?
go for broke.
What?
That's what Levy told me. My professor told me to do with research. Is just go for broke. Do something crazy, and if it works, hurrah. And if it doesn't work, well, then you go take the slow path. I did something crazy and it didn't work. Stuck on the slow path.
What was something crazy?
So there is a procedure that works, and I'm altering it, and one of the first things I did was change the molar ratio of my solvent to my reactant, and then it didn't work because there's not enough solvent. And I was like, you know what? I could have predicted this, but we were trying not to use so much solvent because solvents are bad. Actually, These solvents aren't always bad. If water is your solvent, it's really wonderful. I'm not using water, I'm using concentrated ammonia. It's not that much fun.
Why not?
Research is really fun, but my primary goal of research is don't breathe the ammonia. Because when you breathe in the ammonia, it starts damaging your tissues.
Oh.
Concentrated ammonia. It's 15 molar. It's really concentrated. Like, I went to wash out my glassware and there was only a drop left. And even after I had rinsed it out 2 or 3 times, I could still smell like this acrid ammonia smell. It was really bad.
Ammonia smells awful. I don't much like it.
Yeah, and that's less. What you have smelled is probably about 5 times. No. Yeah, okay. The most concentrated you've ever smelled is probably 5 times dilute what I'm working with.
Oh.
Because they don't really sell concentrated ammonia for household.
How do you guys get it for like?
Chemical supplier.
Oh.
You can buy nasty things if you're a chemistry department. You try not to use nasty things with your students, but you can get them.
Now, are there some things that, like, chemistry professors are not legally allowed to
Sure.
use in classes?
Yeah, there's actually this one reagent that when it's liquid, it's great, but when it starts to dry out, it forms these crystals that are explosive.
Ooh.
You get a little, just a little crystal from it drying out, and when you go to open the bottle can explode. And this used to be normal. And
what is it?
I forget now. Oh, I could ask any of my professors and they would know, but I don't remember what it's called. I'll have to get her to post in a comment or something. What is that compound? But so some legislation came out and people actually came and collected this stuff from all of the chem departments, which was really good because you know what the bottles have been doing is sitting on the back shelf growing crystals. And
Right.
so they had to take them away very carefully because otherwise they would blow up in the car on the way home. Alright, so I've been trying for this whole time to connect the ribbon. I think I'm going to rotate the computer just so it's closer to me.
That'll make it easier.
Should have done that a lot sooner.
But
I'm smarter.
But yeah, I mean, I'll bet you half of this computer is aluminum.
There's probably a lot of aluminum, but there's also a lot of rare metals that get put into technology. We touched upon inorganic chemistry, so metals and crystals.
In fact, the bottom of the CPU, now this CPU you can't access the bottom of it because it's all connected to, it's soldered to the board.
Right.
However, on a desktop computer, you can actually see the bottom of the CPU. If you flip a CPU over, it's pure gold on the bottom.
Well, that's good to know.
Yes.
Aren't there some people who've made money from melting down computers and separating them into their metals and then selling them as raw materials?
Well, no.
Hey, you can help me out.
Sure. Not whole.
I don't know if I need to.
Not whole.
Remember the wings? How we use those to Oh wait, hold on. Back up for a second.
What?
I don't know if I need an extra hand bit or not.
Is that the keyboard?
Yeah, it's the keyboard.
It's kind of a pain in the butt, isn't it?
It's a pain in the butt. I don't know if your keyboard works. If your keyboard doesn't work, I'll unscrew it and fix it tonight. It's one of the very few things I'm willing to fix tonight.
Why wouldn't the keyboard work?
Because I don't know if the ribbon's actually connected yet.
Well, see, that's not as much of a pain to get.
Yeah, we can. Oh, no, see, the ribbon's already off again. Ribbon, stop being stupid.
Wasn't it a pain to disconnect last time?
It's a pain to disconnect because we had to figure out the moving parts. Now it's just being a pain.
What can I hold to keep it from...
I don't know, I may have just pulled it out again. Hold on. I'm trying to put the moving parts back where they were. It's not quite working, which makes me think that it's not in all the way yet. So, like, they were both out, and then we had to... Alright, that's gonna have to do.
Did you get it?
I think so. Now I just gotta get this to sit flat. So one of the problems with me in computers, for those of you who are watching, is that I'm a brute force method kind of person. It's not necessarily good with technology.
Whereas I'm kind of the opposite of her. Like, I'm extremely gentle.
She tends to be more finesse, you know, actually knowing what you're doing, doing things gently and slowly.
Well, with this, to be truthfully honest, guys, this is the first time that we've actually taken apart this computer, so I've never done this.
I've never taken apart a computer.
Wow, I wonder just how many videos this is going to turn out to be on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to be a ton. But like I said, before...
If it's more than 10, you've got too much content.
No, that'll bring my content up. That'll bring me up to 42.
42!
Yeah, I have like 32 videos up there right now.
No, 42, that's a reference.
Oh, to what?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh. I feel like I've heard of that.
You should have. It's, in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, there's this story about a supercomputer, and it's designed to be able to answer the ultimate question. And so they say, computer, calculate the answer to the ultimate question, and they come back like billions of years later, and they say, what's the answer? And she says, 42. And she says, and they're like, what? And she's like, no, I'm really sure the answer is 42. And they're like, oh, well, what's the question? And then the whole Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I think I know I've read the first 2 books. I might have read the first 3. Haven't got to the 4th and 5th yet. Or the 6th. Which is pseudo-canon.
How many books are there?
There's 5 that Douglas Adams himself wrote, and then he was really unsatisfied with the 5th one, and he admitted it. But then he died, and he couldn't write the end of the story, so there's another author who took it upon himself to write a sequel, and apparently was fairly true to the style, but the sequel wasn't particularly conclusive.
Yeah, it's kind of like what happened in A Wheel of Time.
That I haven't read.
You should. That's good.
But also, like,
hence,
I think A Wrinkle in Time.
The Wheel of Time, hence where the name Elida came from. She was a character. Well, they're actually... It's funny because it's spelled like the character's name in The Wheel of Time, but there's actually another reference to it, which some of you may understand that, but for the rest of them, just kind of think that it came from that book. Don't try to reason it out, because I certainly wouldn't. How's that coming?
I've got the keyboard on. I'm just trying to put the plastic back in place.
Oh.
And that's something that we pried up with a screwdriver.
Yeah.
So, like...
It's kind of a Pia, isn't it?
I'm sure that it's not the plastic's fault, it's mine. This is the sort of thing that I have trouble with.
The time is 11:14 p.m.
What?
11:14.
It's almost midnight.
Wow.
Oh gosh. So it's almost midnight. We eat lunch at like noon, and then we started working on this. We did stop for dinner. We're not programmers yet who like program for hours and miss food, and I haven't ever done that. Not even for chemistry. Maybe someday.
No, we didn't start this until I think about 2-ish, I think.
Didn't we? What did we do between 1 and 2?
I think we just kind of talked.
Us talk? What?
We do it all the time.
I know. That's my sarcasm. I have to be sarcastic at periodic intervals. Mostly when someone says something that I consider obvious. Alright, so this part isn't actually on. It's not.
What
Do
is
you know
it?
what else isn't on? My brain. And I don't actually care.
What isn't on?
This little protector piece.
What do you
It's
mean?
just the plastic.
Oh, where does it go?
Up above the F4, F5 keys.
Ooh,
So I'm going to put it there, but it's not snapped in yet.
we'll get it.
You figure it out.
We'll futz with it. So wait, where? Where does it even go? I don't even know.
So there's like tabs here that fit into the holes here.
Yeah.
So it goes like this.
Ooh, I think we got one. Either that or we broke it.
It's not broken. It's just out of place. We're going to close the lid and come back to it later because it's not that important. You know, is important? This stuff.
The hard drive.
Yeah, and you know what else? There's also 2 other panels that we have off.
If worst comes to worst, we can always just figure out that piece later. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Or I can do it. It's not the end of the world.
Memory module. What?
What do you mean?
I found the other memory module.
Which one?
The one that we didn't get to. Remember?
Oh my gosh! Check the. What are the sizes? Or yeah, what are the capacities
This
for RAM
one
in there?
says 1 gig.
Good. So we put a 1 gig in there.
So this was the 1 gig that was already there. Wow, that's a lot easier to get to, man.
Why did we not see that before?
Because I wasn't looking at the manual.
Oh.
It's sort of obscured by what's around it. So I didn't recognize it as, oh hey, that's the same shape as the part we put in the other place. So that was
Tomorrow, if you want, I can actually show you where Hesius's RAM is. It's really easy to find.
Yeah,
His fan's there too.
maybe.
Unlike this guy, all of his parts are like all very nicely laid out. You know, you can find them. It's like it's one panel. You don't have to take off a bazillion things to get to it. It's like it's one thing.
So funny story. I gotta get this memory back in now.
Now I wonder what we put in there. I think we put in 250
Maybe we put in 256 again?
maybe. Well, 1 gig. Wait, is that a 1 gig? That's gotta be. Because some people put. I thought this thing only had 512 gigs in it. That's what I thought it had. Maybe I was mistaken.
This is a 1 gig memory piece. I don't know if it's connected. I'm pretty sure it's not at the moment. Because I can't get it to fit into place. Actually, I'm sure it's not connected, so that might be why it only had a little bitty baby bit. It's because I don't think this is connected. I'm sure this isn't connected.
Oh, Benny baby bit. That was pretty funny.
Hush, I'm an ed major.
What?
Hush, I'm an ed major. I'm allowed to say funny things.
Oh, and look at the dog. His head's like on my foot.
Yes, your dog's adorable. You should just tell the YouTube world that your dog is adorable.
Yeah, the dog is adorable, guys. He's like laying under the table, and it's really cute. Wow.
Dog person.
I'm
Not much of a
I'm
dog
feeling
person.
Ashley's gonna get the biggest kick out of this, out of her. She's gonna get the biggest kick of her life, I think.
Yeah?
What do you think?
I think there are bigger kicks.
Really?
Yes, like Tangled.
Oh. Oh yes, that is good.
Ah,
What?
I'm trying to put this memory bit back in and it's giving me a hard time, but I think I got it.
What's it doing?
Nothing, I fixed it.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's going to be fun is
I think I fixed
connecting
it.
this video camera to the thing though, and then transcoding all of them. You know, my laugh was awful.
That was an odd laugh. You only laugh like that occasionally,
I know.
but I'm usually there for it.
You are.
I
Except,
don't know. Do you only laugh like that around me?
no, I laugh like that around my family all the time, and they
Really?
think it's awful too.
But you have lots of different laughs.
I know. Like that.
Yeah, like that one. There's that one. Okay. So I've got the panel that goes over the hard drive, the panel that goes over the memory module, the panel that goes over the back of the motherboard.
Oh wait, which one's the one that goes over the memory module?
So the memory module is the one that's in the middle, right? So here's the
Oh.
battery pack, and that's where the memory module is.
Oh,
so
wait.
this is the silvery panel
Mm-hmm.
that goes here.
Oh, that goes over the motherboard, I think.
No, the coppery one goes over the motherboard. The silvery one, which is giving me a hard time.
I wonder honestly why there's silver and copper. Like,
Silver and gold. Silver and gold.
there probably is gold in here somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure. Everyone wishes for silver and gold.
One of the things you and I should do some electrolysis on some of the dead parts people find in.
Define electrolysis, my friend.
That's-
Just to make sure you and I have the same working definition.
I'm thinking of the one where you take where you get the golden things off of stuff that's like not all gold, like for instance, computer CPUs, they just have the gold pins on the bottom.
Right.
You got to find some way to get them off, right?
Yeah.
And
Some
so
people do that.
yeah, so electrolysis does that, doesn't it?
Not what I'm thinking of electrolysis, but there's probably a way to do it.
What are you thinking
It's
of?
definitely something. Well, electrolysis means splitting with electricity. So when I think of electrolysis, I always think of salt or water. Like if you take water and run a current through it, you have to be really careful because you break it up into oxygen gas and hydrogen gas, both of which are explosive, which is lovely. We actually have a demonstration that we do for elementary schoolers where we talk about the chemistry of water, and involved in that demonstration, yes, I got this panel on, is we do the electrolysis of water and we gather a little bit of hydrogen gas and set it on fire.
Nice.
Very nice. If you have a little bit of it, you get a nice pop. If you have a lot of it, you get a nice boom. It's very lovely. The elementary schoolers think it's the coolest thing ever,
Nice.
which we appreciate. So yes, we love elementary schoolers. So when I think electrolysis, I kind of think water into oxygen and hydrogen gas. Or I think salt, because if you take salt, I don't even think you have to melt it. You just have to run an electric current through it and it will split into its component chlorine gas, which is noxious, which is the chemistry word for poisonous, and then sodium, which is my favorite metal, because it's a metal that's soft enough to cut with a butter knife, and if you put it in water, it will explode. By explode, I mean it will catch on fire, and I do believe it produces a flammable gas as a byproduct, which is actually where the fire comes from. It's really, really wonderful. Alright, so the thing is that I'm having trouble finding a screw that will fit this panel.
They've got to be in there somewhere.
Well, yeah, unless I put them someplace else.
See, that's why a lot of people say it's not worth going so deep.
Think this might be the right size screw? Not actually sure.
Ooh, that doesn't sound that good.
It doesn't. Go away, little baby screw. But I've got several different kinds of screws. I've got 4 bowls of screws.
See,
That is not the right kind of screw.
what makes me nervous is why do we have so many screws left?
I don't want to talk about it.
That definitely makes me nervous.
I don't know why we have so many screws left.
Do you think we missed some?
At this point, I know we missed some.
It's just like that guy said. Going deep down, you end up missing screws. You can't keep track of them.
Mm-hmm.
See, to be truthfully honest, I didn't really care because
Mm-hmm. Hey, if it works when we turn it on, who cares? Alright. I don't actually know where that screw is. That might have been one of the ones that we donated to, the ones that got stripped.
You know, I wonder if the 2 that got stripped, I wonder if they were already stripped by the time we got to them.
Well, they weren't really stripped. That's not the right word for it, because technically the threads were fine. It's just, is this different? This one might be different. One second. I'm not giving up yet. I'm finding a screw for this.
Now, are the screws for the panel, the panels, are they black or are they...
Yes, those are black.
Which ones were the silver ones?
Various ones.
Oh.
I don't remember. I said I would, but I don't. If I was being a good chemist, I would have a lab notebook and I would have a record of when we took out which screws. That doesn't feel right, but I know that's the right screw. The long screws go here. There we go.
Oops, do we need to put that hard drive in?
Not yet, soon. Do you have tweezers?
No.
You don't own tweezers.
My mom does, but she probably took them somewhere.
Because at this point we might need tweezers because we have really deep wells.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can just dump them out. We'll be okay without tweezers. Oh. What was that?
I don't know.
I don't know what that was either. Probably just some scraping.
Ooh. Now,
Like-
I wonder what all the scratching of the display on the top is.
Did that do any good?
Did what do any good?
This baby screw. I don't see how it could do any good. I think it's this screw that goes in here. Hold on. So it's really hard to see, but there's actually numbers by each screw. By each screw hole, at least. So I guess if you had the right manual, it would tell you what kind of screws to use, because there's a bunch of holes that all say F6 beside them. Which one did I just load a screw into? This one. So I'm putting the same kind of... Oh, that's a port. I think. Yeah, because there's gold there. There wasn't a screw there.
Oh, does that look gold?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
There's one thing that I'm pretty sure is a port.
Yeah, it's a docking port.
Right. That's what it was.
I just didn't have a docking station for it. I never got one. Because
you never needed it.
Well, no, because again, the town gave me this computer originally.
Right.
Now, what I may have to do
I
is,
don't know if that's right.
temporary fix for the overheating problem. What I may have to do is I may have to get a...
Does it have an overheating problem?
just does. It always did ever since I got it. Sometimes I'd pick it up. I'd get the thing would get so hot. It would burn my fingers.
When you picked it up?
Yeah, literally, it burned my hand. It felt like I was touching a hot stove.
Wow.
That's how hot the dang thing got.
That's a problem.
It really used to scare me. It really did. Yeah, it really scared me. It used to. It was always scary, but I got a USB type fan.
Yeah.
Basically, so like the minute you plug it in, the fan goes on.
Right.
I mean, of course, and of course, those things, they break so easily, though.
Fans?
Yes.
I mean, I have a fan for my Dell for Schrodinger, and it works pretty well. It was just annoying, so I didn't use it that much, but I use it some.
The sound, you mean?
Hmm?
The sound?
No, just having two pieces to my laptop. Because, I mean, it's college. I'm always moving around and stuff.
Yeah, because I gotta tell you, if you think that was annoying sound-wise, you're not gonna like Costin at all.
No, the sound wasn't the problem.
Because, yeah, like I said, that server is super loud.
That's what that's for.
What?
There was a piece that gave me a hard time when I was putting the CPU back together. And I'm like, yeah, but I know what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to stick out this way. And now I see that it's part of the docking station.
Oh.
Which is pretty cool.
That would be a bit of a problem.
I'll take the real screw and put it like here. So at this point I'm out of long screws, so I'm putting some like short baby screws places. That's a corner one.
But I think it's alright because as long as they hold it in, I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
I'm not, it's not like we're, working on like a customer's computer here.
Yeah, in that case we'd have ooh. That was supposed to be with the keyboard. I knew it went someplace.
Oops.
Oops. I could put it back if you want me to. I think I know where it goes.
Well, the keyboard's already kind of connected. You'd have to unconnect. You'd have to...
No, not that part of the keyboard. Remember, the keyboard didn't actually connect that well anyway.
What do you mean?
We were still putting that plastic piece in. Almost put the screws again.
Didn't you do that earlier?
Maybe.
Oh, I thought that was pretty funny when you dropped all the screwdrivers.
Only dropped two.
Oh.
Only two.
Like you could hear them like thump, thump, thump on the floor. That was really funny.
Okay, three. At least. There were a lot of screwdrivers involved in this endeavor.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you getting, sweetie?
I'm not going down until I see this thing through, and until we get those videos transcoding, because that's going to take forever.
I don't want to talk about it.
What?
How long it's going to take to transcode.
Well, that's why I'm going to make Hesius do it for 8 hours while we're
sleeping
away from him. He's going to be down here. I'm going to plug him in, and then I'll have to make sure to move the towel back. Although I think doing the towel was the clever thing to do.
Yeah, we mostly stayed on it. It also helped to define our workspace.
Well, honestly, I wasn't really thinking about that. I was thinking about,
scratching the
table. I didn't really want to scratch the table.
Yeah.
Well, because I scratched the table
Can we put the hard drive in?
Oh, yes. Because I scratched the table when I was doing a demo previously.
So, I don't know whether it goes this way. No, it has to go this way. With the
wait.
gold stuff up.
Oh, shoot.
So
we're missing a
that's gonna
panel.
work.
Right here.
That's for the hard drive.
Oh.
I got this. I think.
Now, what color screw is this?
Black. It's the shiny black that most of them are.
I thought some of them were silver.
Some of them are silver. Not most of them.
I'm at a really bad angle, aren't I?
Sort of. got this far and I don't know how the hard drive connects. Catherine, put your hard drive back together.
It connects this way.
Yeah, I know. I can't get it to fit right. It looks funny.
Ooh. Well, I know for a fact that's a compatible hard drive because it said Portage S100 right on it when I looked at it. Now I'm just curious, do you see a model number at the bottom of this on any of these stickers here?
Yes.
Does it say only S100 or is there a bunch more numbers to it?
S100, S113TD.
Huh. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to have to change the description on some of my other videos. So it's a Portage... Wow. So guys, apparently the full model name of this computer is a Portage S100-S113TD.
That's what it says.
For whatever reason, I don't understand why MS Info 32 doesn't display the full model number, but I guess with the... I don't know, it never displays them correctly with Toshiba's, so I don't really know.
If I don't mess around, I might as well just use this one.
What?
I'm just testing myself to see if I know how they connect.
Oh yeah, you do. Come on. We did it before.
Yeah, I know we've done it before, but okay. I had it upside down.
Oh. That would be why.
No, this was up like this. This was like this. And that goes like that. And let's go like this. Yeah, that's the only contact it makes. So...
Yeah, you have to be careful. You have to get those two pins in very... Like, I can't even do it. It's a pain in the butt.
You can't do what?
I can't even get those pins to go in correctly. I'm like so afraid I'm gonna break it.
So it was that side down. Just kind of... Alright. Hard drive's connected. Just have to... I connected the hard drive and then we have to screw the case in. That's where some of the silver screws were from. You have to screw the hard drive into the case. Okay. And it should screw this way, except...
You just screwed it.
flipped.
Oh.
Okay. No, remember? One of the first
crap.
things we unscrewed.
You know, I was wondering why you didn't hand me a bunch of screws. Because, yeah, I was wondering why you didn't hand me those.
Yeah, I just remembered that this has to be screwed in. Which makes sense, because that uses up a lot of the screws that we have left over.
Yeah, that would make sense, because I'm like, wait a minute. I know for a fact we're missing screws here, but where are they coming from? But, so, you kept those two screws with the grooves in them.
Yes.
I wonder what Peter will think of that.
Peter can think I'm boss.
You think he'll find that pretty funny?
I hope he'll find it pretty funny. I hope he thinks I'm boss. 'Cause I'm obviously boss. At this whole fixing computers thing.
I just can't believe how nervous you were about the motherboard thing, but I told you to do it, and here we are.
Which part can't you believe? That I was nervous, that you told me to do it, or that here we are?
That you actually did it.
Only because you told me to, man.
But the thing
It's
is,
your computer.
but why I told you go ahead was because I knew you would be able to do it.
Really?
Yes.
Aww. If you just believe.
Oh, that's a beautiful song, actually.
I think it's a Christmas song.
It is.
Is it too early for Christmas songs?
No.
One of my friends insists no Christmas songs until after Thanksgiving. Sometimes my sister's like that, sometimes we're less like, we don't care. Away in a manger.
Well, Whoever suggests no Christmas songs until after Thanksgiving, she's crazy. I was playing...
How do you know it was a female?
I just figured.
That's not a very good assumption to make, considering it's my friend group.
I was playing God Rest You Merry Gentlemen around Halloween. And I was like, oops, probably a little early for that. And my dad he just laughed. He just thought it was funny.
That's funny. I
was-
like your dad.
I know. Well, he's a nice guy. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Your dad's nice. It's cool. I approve.
What are you doing?
Attempting to put screwdrivers away. It's not actually going that well.
So, what's this guy looking like?
He's in pretty good shape, but he
Whoa.
needs...
What happened here?
What happened where?
Right here.
That's a bump.
Oh,
It's like to help you get the panel off.
oh, I was gonna say, that's supposed to be like that? Oh, no.
Yeah, I think so.
So the one thing we need to put back in here is the battery.
We
Where is
also
that?
have the piece that... I'm just going to leave the battery out for a second because I have the piece of the keyboard that I kind of want to put back in. Plus, the keyboard is just not installed correctly.
How do you know?
Trust me. 'Cause it feels wrong. Oh, look, there's the button that I fixed.
Oh, yeah!
Because there was a LAN cable on the way. The LAN cable has a very specific channel that it has to be in, and it was driving me nuts because I could never keep track of where it was supposed to go, and then I kept putting things in its way and then having to unscrew them.
Yeah.
So, I think that piece goes there. Where did I put it? There it is.
The keyboard looks pretty good to me.
I admire.
What's
your
wrong with it?
optimism.
I don't feel anything.
Well, first off, it's unscrewed, so you can't go feeling it now. But
Oh.
the other thing is that it's just bad. So
You're really funny.
I didn't just scratch the plastic on your laptop. I would never do such a thing.
Sounded like you just did.
I just scratched the plastic of your laptop with a screwdriver.
Oops. Well, that's all right. Because honestly, I don't really care what this thing looks like cosmetically. It's just so that I can have a computer to go up to the cottage with, and to keep for old time's sake. More or less for old time's sake. And
Yeah,
for
but we
nostalgia.
don't have to admit that.
Well, it's too late. I just did.
Ha. It's okay.
You know, this is actually the first time on video where I've openly referred to my computers by their names.
Computers have names. It's like important.
But it's the first time, like, because actually when I install Windows 7, I'm actually, or whatever I put on here, because it might not be Windows 7, it might end up, I mean,
Do
who knows?
Linux. I dare you.
I mean, well, no, Linux is going on the other computer.
Well, Linux could go on this one too.
Or, maybe I'll keep the other one as a Windows, I don't know, maybe I'll keep the other one as a Windows 7.
It's on the computer.
Oh, well, if I did that,
Just do Linux all day, all the time.
yeah, but would I really want a Linux computer up the cottage, though?
Why not? It's Linux. My computer's a PC. I'm not brave enough to do Linux.
PC is Linux.
PC's not Linux.
PC just means personal computer. A Mac is a, like,
Yeah, Mac is a PC, which is weird.
but a lot of people, well, see, the people who don't consider a Mac PC are basically the fanboys, by the way, which all Mac fanboys can please stay away from my channel. Thank you.
Catherine, that's unkind.
I know.
So, funny story. I unscrewed the keyboard and I kind of, sort of, maybe fixed the problem that was annoying me, but I
What?
didn't actually put that piece back in that I
Oh.
said I was going to. So now I'm unscrewing it again. Can you tell that I'm tired? I also tried to put different screws in, but apparently these have to be the long ones because otherwise it doesn't work. Which is dumb because I wanted to use the long ones for the case. I have a lot of short screws. and not a lot of long screws.
The long ones are on the case, aren't they?
Yeah, some of them. I mean, I used the rest of the long ones on the case. There's still several spaces in the case that are supposed to have
Long screws.
long screws that don't.
Now, I wonder,
They just don't have screws.
Now, I wonder if we just used them for something else because we had to donate 2 of them because of the...
Yeah, that's part of it. That's a big part of it. 1, 2.
So that's going to be interesting that I cannot believe that I did not know this computer's full model number until 8 years after I got it. You'd think I would know that.
Yeah, that is something that you would know.
Well, no, because Windows doesn't say it. It doesn't display
I know. And what are you going to do?
entire model number, and it's stupid. You know what? Dang it! I'll have to run a live Linux CD on this because there's actually an accessible way of installing Zusa, which I wasn't aware of.
Really?
Yes.
That's useful.
Basically, because if I booted it to a live CD, right?
Okay.
Because you can actually install from a live CD if you want to try it out and then install it. What?
What's the difference between a live CD and a dead CD?
Well, the difference between a live CD and an install CD is a live CD can actually run from RAM.
Okay.
So it runs as a RAM disk. But then you can actually install it on the hard drive if you want to. And honestly, that's what... actually, I'd love to...
We're not going to have time tomorrow.
Oh, no. Well, see, that's the thing. I wouldn't need you to do that.
True, because you just said it was accessible.
Right, if I use the live thing. But the problem is...
Catherine, I still can't get this piece on.
Which one?
The stupid horizontal piece that's big and lame.
I wonder if we broke it.
No, it's not the piece that's broken. It's that we have the the plastic waterproofing.
Yeah.
Remember we had to peel it up and then put it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think the plastic waterproofing is taking up more space now than it used to. So it's just kind of getting in the way.
I wonder why.
Because I didn't put it on right. But that's, that's the only piece that's not.
But as long as it still works.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice to have that on, but if it's going to be more of a pain, then...
I also don't quite know how to get that plastic to sit right.
I mean, no, if it's going to be more of a pain than worth a dang, then I suppose...
Alright, where's the battery?
I shouldn't really worry about it. I think it's... crap. I think it's over here.
I think I might have moved it. Wait, no, I see it.
Now,
Alright,
how
here.
does it go on, anyway? Oh.
No, maybe... No, like this. You just kind of flip it around until it works. Yes? No? Wait, no.
No, I think you're backwards.
I was right the first time. Wait. It's something that has to go straight in, or else it's not going to work. So, we didn't put it straight in just now. There we go.
Oop, I didn't get your finger, did I?
No.
So, that probably looks pretty ridiculous with that piece off it, but...
No, it doesn't look that ridiculous. I mean, not to me, but I always look ridiculous.
I mean, can you sort of tell?
If you open it up to the keyboard,
Yeah.
it's fairly obvious. Because if you touch it, then it moves around.
Now, I wonder if you can makeshift put that... I wonder if you can makeshift put that on by scotch taping it and forcing it down.
Well, it's not that bad. Okay. I think you should try to turn the computer on.
But see, why the hell won't it stay?
I think you should try to turn the computer
See,
on.
what I want to know is why won't that stay?
Because there's waterproofing there that didn't used to be there. So it can't snap onto the other plastic.
Did we, not put that on correctly?
No, I don't think we did. Let me rephrase that. No, I don't think I did.
Well, I mean, when you come back, we can always fix it. Because the next time, because just
Can
taking
you
that,
back him up to the cottage?
yeah, well, because just taking that off, that's not going to be a,
No, that's like half an hour.
right.
Like half an hour total.
Well, yeah, because we don't have to go,
Because we're not accessing the motherboard.
oh wait, crap, which charger is this?
I don't know. I think this one's charger is a
Oh no,
the chair.
oh no, that's Jesus' charger, okay, because that's the,
Can I turn it on now? Or does
No.
the battery not work?
no, not yet. No, wait, do me a favor, shut off the camera, and then turn it back on.
Yeah.
Now, how close should I